Hello, this is Dr. Moss and welcome to this subject introduction to chemistry. So in this video we're just going to find out a little bit more about the structure of the course, about why you should choose chemistry and about where it could take you. What is chemistry? So chemistry is responsible for some of the greatest discoveries of modern times, things like penicillin, pasteurization, batteries, smartphone displays, plastics. Chemistry has a role in almost every action on Earth and on all the objects around us. It's the study of substances, their composition, their structure, and their properties. Chemical scientists are leading research on some of the biggest concerns that our world is facing, from human health to climate change to energy resources. Chemists use their scientific, problem-solving, and analytical techniques to pioneer new medicines, technologies, and discoveries. Chemists are consulted in fields as broad as engineering, nuclear power, and space travel. Why choose chemistry? As a chemical scientist, you could be making a difference to life through drug discovery or combating antibiotic resistance. You could be developing ways to remove plastic waste from the oceans. You could be reducing pollution and discovering ways to harness and store energy using clean, green power. What can you do with a chemistry qualification? So here's a picture in this pie chart where you can see some of the areas or the sectors in which chemical scientists are employed. So things such as hospitals, university research, manufacturing, medicine and drug research, IT, publishing, teaching, energy and the environment. There's a huge variety of different types of industries who all employ people with chemistry qualifications. Where can you work with a chemistry qualification? So some more specific examples could be things, so working for the government, working in public health laboratories at a university, for consultancy firms, for the environment agencies, in a hospital, or in any kind of manufacturing research or manufacturing industry. There are also lots of other areas which you may not think of as directly applicable to chemistry, but the skills and the techniques that a chemistry qualification gives you means that all of these areas are also key recruiters for people with chemistry qualifications. So things like engineering, computer science, medicine, veterinary science, business, financial services, law, teaching, all of those like people who have chemistry qualifications. So how do you know if you should choose chemistry? So study this subject if you enjoyed chemistry at GCSE. Study chemistry if you're interested in things like problem solving, practical work, analysing data. Study this subject if you're also planning to take A-level maths and another science. Also study this subject if you want a career in something like medicine, forensic science, environmental science, chemical engineering. For medicine, dentistry, and veterinary science, chemistry is an essential A-level to have. The course details. So the course that we follow here at Paddington, we use the AQA A-level chemistry specification. The assessment style is that there are 3 exam papers at the end of year 13, which all contribute to your A-level chemistry grade. There are also 12 practical experiments, which you do, 6 in year 12 and 6 in year 13. So you will perform the experiments, you'll write them up in a lab book, and you'll analyse your results. And those get submitted to the exam board as part of your qualification. In year 12, the kind of units and content that we'll cover will be topics including atomic structure, mole calculations, structure and bonding, energetics, rates and equilibria, redox, organic chemistry, and analytical techniques. The units and content covered in year 13 will be things like thermodynamics, some more advanced rates work, acids and bases, electrochemistry, periodicity, transition metals, and some much more advanced organic chemistry and techniques. How you can prepare for A-level chemistry. Now, lots of you will already have completed the transition work that we set you this term, which is fantastic. So to make sure you're as prepared as possible for the start of this course, we've made this booklet for you, and in this, on the front page, there are a list of websites and sources of information to help you, some reading suggestions, and some websites that you might find interesting. Now, the 2 topics that the course will start with in September. So on one side of the course, you'll be starting with topic 1, which is all about atomic structure. And on the other side of the course, you'll be starting with topic 2, which is all about your mole calculations. So in this homework booklet, there are worksheets to complete, which aim to re-familiarise yourself with these two topics based on some GCSE work to make sure you're really fully prepared. There's also a research-based task to give you the chance to look up and research and read something interesting that's related to chemistry, and then you're asked to just give a summary of what you have read. So in conclusion, study chemistry if you are interested in any of these things. Changing lives by discovering new medicines and new vaccines. Fixing the future by finding ways to cope with increasing pressures on things like energy, food and water supplies. Innovating industry by developing sustainable products. Challenging opinions through promoting scientific research and lobbying for policy changes. Being the catalyst by inspiring others through teaching chemistry. Thank you very much for listening. We look forward to welcoming you onto A-Level Chemistry in September.